The Limey and the Yank are gonna rock your day, all the way from England to the USA. The great song debate from yesterday and today. The Limey and the Yank are gonna rock your way. Spreading the love, spreading the joy, with the music we play.
All right, it's time for part 3 of 1976, America's bicentennial and then some. 1976 was the bicentennial. This year is 50 years later. So this was 50 years ago, and we are talking about how in 1976, the charts were full of pop and rock and hard rock and soul and disco and funk. So what do we got now? I can help.
No, I've got 1, 2, 3. I got 4 more.
That one.
But I've got 4 more songs.
And I got some more that I'll add too.
Oh, well, that's good.
Some of them were pretty terrible.
Panicking because I was going to say we got nothing for number 4. Yeah, so you bring one of your songs up.
Okay, I will do that.
American for a change, if you can find any. If you need any help, let me know.
Oh, I've got an American that you'll love.
I know it's harder to find.
Oh no, I've got one. I've got the Ohio Players. I've got the Ohio Players and their wonderful funk song Love Rollercoaster, which is pretty awesome. The Red Hot Chili Peppers did a really kickin' cover of this decades later, but this is the original. I want you to hear this, but I chose a specific section of this because I want to do some myth busting here. So the Ohio Players, Love Rollercoaster, it's this great funky getting up and dance groove, but there were these myths surrounding it, one of which was, did we really record the sound of a woman being murdered in the studio during the song's recording? It was crazy. And there were all sorts of weird things about that have since long been debunked, but I'm telling you this for a reason. I'm going to play you a bit of Love Rollercoaster, and the part where they think it's a woman screaming, it's actually a man's falsetto. So I want you to listen for that vocal and go, oh yeah, that's a guy singing. That's not like someone in the back of the booth who's being murdered like it's, I don't know, Murder by Death or an Agatha Christie.
I'm with you, buddy. I'm with you.
No one leaves this room until we find out who done it. Dude, it's a booth. I can barely move and lift my arms. I'm not going anywhere. How did this happen?
People that think those things when they listen to songs is like we talk. People that play things backwards on records
so
and saying, they really sound. Give it up.
So here we go. Tune. Listen to this closely. The Ohio Players Love Rollercoaster. Here you go.
Great tune. I love it.
You can't help it, that funky beat. You gotta move. But did you hear that screech back there? That was it.
But it was a great tune, and it kind of captured that year, 70s, because in America and around, it was a roller coaster in the world for everybody. Nobody knew what the hell what was going on, right?
What in the heck was all this nonsense? I mean, we just got through Vietnam and Watergate, and now we have disco? We haven't even figured out that there's going to be acid rain yet. Come on, give us a break.
Just the diversity. You know, there's a great documentary actually on Netflix, 1976. And I'm nosy, I watch all documentaries. This is brilliant because it captures everything of America, what was going on in New York, Son of Sam, Taxi Driver.
Oh, well, yeah, madness. There was that.
But everybody, it's just an amazing, with music too, which we're all about music and entertainment and that. In the 70s, people had a free canvas to watch and to make whatever movie the hell they wanted to, pardon me. Now, they can't do it. And that's the restrictions and everything have become. Don't get me wrong, I love my country.
You never know what's going to be banned and what's going to be banned because it was a good publicity stunt to get it banned.
Yeah, it's just like barring that because it's like we better be very, very careful. I think we should get back to the mentality of the 70s and stop taking ourselves so seriously. You want to make fun about funny-looking English white dudes that talk with a funny accent? Go ahead. This is America. Don Rickles and that. Let's don't take ourselves. Let's just
Don Rickles. Well, there's a name.
Let's just be the entertainment for the world. And that's what we're trying to be, a little part of it to you, to show you there's better stuff. But the 70s, the craziness, and coming back to the present now, remember it's been 50 years?
Yeah. Okay, you know what I'm going to do, Steve, then, based on that? I'm going to take this down a little bit for us, and I am going to bring us back to the happiness and the joy of the 1970s. And I'm doing this, you don't know about this, but because yesterday you may have heard in the news that the other half of Seals and Crofts passed away, David Crofts. He was 87 years old, but he did pass away. And I want to share this because
I didn't know
he had worked as a vocalist with a lot of other bands, but the thing is, the whole vibe of Seals and Crofts was just so mellow and loving and joyful. Yeah. I mean, even when they got really wound up on a song like Diamond Girl, they weren't really jamming out and going crazy. They were just delighted and not excited, you know? So this song is wonderful because the name of this song, and it charted in 1976, is Closer by Seals and Crofts. And I want to play a little bit of it to kind of make you happy and get you calm and tranquil. Here you go, Closer.
You say we've been like strangers, but I'm not the others. You can run your fingers. Darling, if you want me to be closer to you, get closer to me. Darling, if you want me to be closer to you, get closer to me.
Oh, the harmony is just so beautiful.
Great?
And you, Yank, you're exactly right. the music, and I haven't heard a song that I haven't loved by these guys. And there's a dedication to who we lost yesterday. God bless, and
Yeah.
I'm sorry for that, but fantastic. But they always had that level of, they never went crazy.
Yep.
They always had this, not the same
Summer
beat.
breeze, man. The whole mellow, everything about that is just calm. It's tranquil.
Summer Breeze is probably one of my favorite songs of all time. Just like you said, capturing that moment. They put you on, and you know, lived on the beach for many years, and the breeze and the summer, when you get into that hammock and you put that on, you don't care about yoga music or white nose. White nose, I said.
White nose. It's zinc.
White noise or anything like that. It's like, it just takes you, yeah, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant, and a great dedication. And I didn't know about the loss. I'm sorry for that.
Yeah, I was kind of saving that for you so we could do this on the show, because I just found out while I was producing all of this stuff yesterday and getting our bits ready. And I'm like, you know what? If I'm so glad that this charted in this year, because if I'm going to pick a song that's wonderful and celebrates their legacy, I'd say Closer is the most beautiful. Okay, so with beauty in mind and coming back to love, I'm going to go ahead and let you do our next one, unless you'd like me to.
I got a couple left.
Because you've got some notes on this one.
All right, is that our next one that I'm pulling up?
He's a guy that talks because he's a sayer of things.
I like that, mate. That's pretty good, right? For all of us that don't know who we're talking about, Leo, not Leo the lion.
Leo the
And
sayer.
we have a dog in the Leo Sayer.
Leo Sayer.
Yeah, Leo Sayer. And brilliant. He lives in New Zealand now. Been there
cool.
for 20 years. He's in his 80s now. Had numerous hits in England.
Was he in any of the Lord of the Rings movies? Even just like waving as an extra in the background.
That's right. That's why they filmed.
Exactly.
The way they
He just had to go out in the middle of nowhere and be lifted in with a helicopter with the other actors.
That's Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit and all that. That's just a totally different. But anyway, he came on the scene with You Won't Let the Show Go On. He was a showman, did pantomime, did shows and all that. But his first big hit single is when he came on BBC, and if you make it in England, you come on Top of the Pops.
Yep.
Jimmy, you know
That was
who,
the show to make or break you.
all those guys, and you come on and you do your live performance before they did, and he came on, and you talk about a humble performer. You know, I don't know if anybody wants to look at my face, but I want to show my face and let them know who I am, whether you like me or not. The guy dressed as a clown, but it was one of those traditional, real cool circus clowns, not the scary
interesting.
ones.
I
with
didn't
the
know
hat.
about that.
Yeah, and we
The whole
let
David
the
Bowie
show
thing?
go, but he did it in an animated way, like Toulouse, and he sang the song, and it reached #1, and everybody thought this guy is a phenomenon. He's brilliant because he was so. You love animation.
Yep.
He was like a cartoon character, but he was a real person. But the song is brilliant.
It's so
Won't
interesting
let-
because it makes me think of because you're talking about a clown, but also doing music that people are loving and being sincere. And I'm thinking of Puddle's Pity Party, a very tall clown who's a fantastic singer. And so you're looking at
That's
this
right.
guy in a clown suit,
Good
and then he opens
analogy.
up his mouth, and it's like, whoa, this rich voice.
Great analogy. But we're not going to play that song. But I do, the Limey and Yank want you to pull it up. Won't Let the Show Go On. Best song is dead. But he had so many hits. Brilliant guy. Changed his hair. He was known for an afro. White afro. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Big everyone. Whoa.
It was the
baby.
70s. That was the thing.
Yeah,
If you had curly hair and you could grow it out, everybody was like, wow,
You know,
that is the
being
look.
an ex-hair stylist and all that kind of stuff, it was great for perms, baby. I used to rack those perms out, I'm telling you. Give me another Zotus perm. But anyway, thanks for the music, Leo, and thanks for bringing me in some big business on the perm action here.
But what's the song we've got from 1976?
It's How Much Love. And this is another guy, we're all about love. Spreading the love and joy of music.
Although I think he's a little bit stressed and working through some anxiety on this
Doesn't
one.
matter who says love.
He's kind of calling it out and going, "What?
Yeah, but love is
I don't get it. I'm so
love
lost."
is helping him get through all that. Okay, let's go.
That is true. Here we go. Here's Leo Sayer with "How Much Love."
How much time before it grows? How much love I wanna know? What can I do? What can I say? The last thing I want is to drive you away. How much love does it take? How much love, for heaven's sake? How much love? How much love? Do I rush right in or do I hesitate?
Satchell, right, yeah.
Yep.
How much love? How much love? How much love?
He's up in the nasal cavity. And you can hear that
Amazing,
falsetto
amazing
switch.
vocals, just unbelievable. But you know, the music back then, I loved this song, but it always reminds me of TV, the beginning, the song to a TV like Dallas or The Love Boat. A lot of the songs in the charts could be.
Yeah, I could see that. It
You
would
know,
the
you know,
TV
like
theme
Three's-
songs. Henry
Three's
Mancini,
Company.
who did a lot of those themes, he and the other composers who did TV themes were often making it play off of pop, modern trends in music. Yes.
All in the Family, Steptoe and Son. Well, it's not Steptoe and Son here. You took it from us. Sanford and Son here.
Oh, I see. Steptoe and Sanford.
Yeah.
Which was a whole different thing because I'm sure Red Fox was not a very British themed comedian.
But it was the same basic story, how people are the same all over the world. The trash men in the States are the same as the ones in England. They were a different colour and they were in different trash sites, but no offence to Fox, that we had stepped, I was a dirty old man just like him. He liked short skirts and women. And over on our side of the country, you say, "You dirty old man." And actually,
but-
this guy played Paul McCartney's granddad in A Hard Day's Night.
Oh,
in the
that's
movie.
funny.
That's the guy that played Steptoe and Son, which was Sanford. So there you go.
Okay, so on a side
Bit
note,
of trivia.
come out to our channel, look for the playlist, and find this official video from Leo Sayer, because part of the fun is 1976, video becomes a thing, and technology is just starting to be able to do some neat stuff. So the fun part about this is Leo Sayer is full of all this enthusiastic, cheerful energy in this video, and they like use the mirroring effect to do 4 of him. And so it's so much fun, because like when he goes, how much love, how much love, it's 2 different versions of him. Like one of them's calling and the other's answering, and it keeps flipping back and forth.
Right.
And they're using like silhouettes and other technology to make it look like there's 4 of him at the same time. It is fun to watch. So stop by YouTube to the official Leo Sayer channel and take a look at the official video.
See, we're full of great tips, great information to make you happier and make your musical taste more diverse. But just to finish on Leo, thank you. He's an Australian citizen now.
Oh, cool.
Moved to Australia. I don't blame you. If you're famous and you want to get away, go and live with Skippy and everybody else. And he's doing great.
Is that Skippy
there.
the kangaroo?
And he became an Australian
We
citizen.
did an episode about that with theme show, the children's shows.
Yeah.
And it had like a theme song. I remember that. That was a fun one. I'd forgotten about that episode.
The blooming onion. Now I'm thinking about food, the Outback. Yeah.
We'll go to lunch soon. Don't worry. Well, we
All
got
right.
one more for this
Thanks,
episode, and then
Leo.
we'll roll into part 4 and wrap it all up.
Go ahead. You take the next one, because I've only
Okay.
got one song left. I know you got a couple for
I'm going to
episode
switch
4.
gears just a little bit, because this is also an artist who recently passed away. I want to talk about Neil Sedaka for a moment. And I want to do it because this song you will recognize from the 1960s, and it's a cheerful song that everybody knows, but it charted again in 1976, and you wouldn't recognize it. So here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to go ahead and talk a little bit over Steve just for this, and say the song is called Breaking Up Is Hard to Do. And so everybody kind of knows it. I'm going to play the 60s version, and then I'll play the 1976 version. So here is the original that most people know.
Don't take your love away from me. Don't you leave my heart in misery. If you go, then I'll be blue. 'Cause breaking up is hard to do. Remember when you held me tight and you kissed me all through the night. Think of all that we've been through, and breaking up is hard to do. They say that breaking
So you know that song, Steve, but do you know the 1976 version?
No, but that is probably my favorite song that Neil Sedaka had ever done. Since I was a kid, it's one of those classic songs. He's had a lot of great songs along the way. I haven't heard this version. You gonna play it?
Yes, because you would not recognize this, but this is a great example of a musician crossing the decades and reinventing himself. This is Breaking Up Is Hard to Do in 1976, and it's the same part of the song, so you can hear it exactly.
Remember when you held me tight and you kissed me all through the night. Think of all that we've been through, and breaking up is hard to do. They say that breaking up is...
To be honest, my opinion is it's not even the same song.
No.
It's the same lyrics, but the whole tune is not the same song.
But if you had a
He's
formal
just
party
sang the
and you
same
were
lyrics in a different song.
But
it's beautiful.
But he's
though.
redone it. He's completely reworked it. If you're in a beautiful formal dinner party with your loved one and you're out on the dance floor
Oh,
and they
I
play
agree.
this slow
Yeah.
song,
Yeah.
you're really going to feel the vibe. Even though you would also love to tap your toe to the old 1960s version. They were both really good.
Yeah, it works. It's one of those different versions that work. You and I talk. Sometimes they work, sometimes you go, what were you thinking? You know, like Dancing in the Street with David Bowie
And Mick Jagger.
I'm gonna go on my own, baby.
Van Halen's
But
cover
I need
was
a bit
better
of
than
backup.
that.
I need David to back me up a bit so I can get out of the Stones for a while.
You're like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah. Keith,
All right.
Keith is up to something else again. I'm going out on my own. It
I
didn't last, though, thank goodness.
I think this is a great place to wrap up episode 3 and tell you we do one of these every week. You'll see, if you don't have it yet, the same place here. It'll be here a week from the release. We're doing it every single week, a new part. 4 parts. We're going on to part 4 of 1976. So join us there.
Please join us. I know you're enjoying the show and we love you listening to us and getting your feedback. So come back to the 4th part, 1976. Getting rid of those English. We're not got rid of though. Okay, let's go, baby.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us for this episode. We had a great time putting it together for you. When you want to hear more of these artists and you want to actually hear the whole song, please do stop by our YouTube channel, and we have not only the original songs, we link to the original artists whenever we can, and we also put together playlists of both the season and the individual shows. So you can go out there, hear everything that we've talked about today, learn a little bit more, and maybe support the artists too. Stop by Amazon and download a song. In the meantime, if you ever want to find us, we are on Facebook, and we are on Instagram, and we are also at classicrockbattles.com or thelimeyandtheyank.com, and the audio version of our show is always available wherever you get your podcasts. Thanks again, and we hope you have an awesome day. See you next time!